what was the next match, Mikey?
The final one was Lance Dorado, Grand Metalik, and Humberto Carrillo defeated Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, and Arai Daivari. Six-man showdown.
It was supposed to be a tag team match between Tony Nese and Drew Gulak against Lince Dorado and Humberto. But sadly, we would have an outside interference of Arya Daivari attacking and Grand Metalik coming to their aid, and it would be in a six-man tag team match. So as Mikey said, those two, the babyfaces won the match, but ultimately would look at each other, knowing the fact that they have to fight one another in a triple threat with Drew Gulak. Drew Gulak would hold his title in defiance, stating he's going to defend it at Clash of Champions and retain. So now with that said, let's go ahead and move on to NXT.
Shout out first.
A shout out to our boys, Delvin, Pharaoh, as well as Renee, who couldn't be here for this podcast and the show. And least but not forget is Xavier Hill, Mike Henry, and Andre Mitchell. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the description down below, as always.
Don't forget another shout out to Chris Petrie, who also couldn't be here.
Thank you. I almost forgot about him. Thank you. So let's go on with the NXT.
First, Damian Priest defeated Boa.
It would be Damian Priest who would ultimately triumph against a breakout star from the WWE Performance Center, Boa, who took part in the NXT Breakout Tournament. Damian Priest, formerly known as Punishment Martinez, is still undefeated in NXT under that name. Since when he came as Punishment Martinez, he did lose to Matt Riddles, the original Bro. Let's not forget that. Next, we would have a theoretically elongated extension to the fans cheering Johnny Gargano. He would be just in shock on how much the fans love him so much, thinking that he was going to leave. They were even screaming, "Please don't go. Please don't go." Yeah, you had close-ups on people doing this. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go.
Hey, listen. He went to the main roster, on Raw, was it Raw or SmackDown, but...
Yep. With him about to say that he was going to make a choice as to whether he's going to leave or stay, would be interrupted by Shane Thorne,
Oh my God.
who has been saying that Johnny Gargano is done, that he needs to retire so that people like him can obtain the spotlight and be done with a fossil like him. Johnny Gargano quickly turns around and says that he ain't going nowhere. NXT for life, and super kicks him and beats the living hell out of the guy. Your text, Mikey, since you were the one who watched it?
Like I said, Johnny Gargano was about to leave NXT, but he got interrupted by Shane Thorne. But good news, Shane Thorne got a little taste of his own medicine.
Your takes on that, guys?
Nah, I'm good.
Me too.
Next, we would have Pete Dunne versus Angel Garza, Humberto's cousin from the Garza family wrestling bloodline. Ultimately, Pete Dunne would show why his title reign as the UK champion in WWE NXT would be proven why he was over 600 days as champion, making him submit through his breaking of the fingers and ringing them while in an armbar. That would be technically the end of the match and the show. There you go. So with that said, also, there we go. We would have a fight that breaks out between the women's NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler.
Hold on, you skipped something.
Yeah.
Next one was Cameron Grimes defeated Rob Mendoza. You forgot that.
Where?
That's next.
Oh, yeah.
Cameron Grimes, formerly known as Trevor Lee.
Yeah, he fights somebody. Oh, there was more matches. Damn. I thought it was only like 3.
It's more than that.
Okay. In which case, that was just a quick match between Rising Stars, so there's nothing much to cover on that.
And next up, William Regal added cancellate the next week's match to determine Shayna Baszler's challenger.
Yep. It would be Io Shirai, Mayhem, Bianca Belair originally, but because of the fact that Candice LeRae would have issues on the fact that Io Shirai, despite the fact that she has been on a rampage, why is she being rewarded? So, William Regal did issue that he would give her this chance to prove it. But if Rhea Ripley were to win her match against Shayna Baszler, it would be a fatal 5-way. She would then state that she wouldn't care who he adds into that match as long as she got her hands on Io Shirai. After that, and I did forget this, I really did, I had to keep scrolling. Shayna Baszler would go on to fight Rhea Ripley that night, but because of the horsewomen interfering, forced her hand to use the chair against Shayna Baszler, ultimately ending in disqualification. Shayna Baszler wins the match, and now a lot of people would argue, does Rhea Ripley get her opportunity?
I don't know. It's gonna take time.
Yeah. This would all come down to the fact that next week, and even a speech from the Undisputed Era said that this is only the beginning. Because next week on Wednesday, September 18th, we will have the first ever official premiere 2-hour show of NXT on USA Channel. Not too far to next month, we will have SmackDown moving to Fox Sports. So, a lot is going to happen. Your take on that, guys?
I'm happy.
Boy.
And it's no longer going to be called SmackDown Live.
That's what I figured.
It's gonna it'll be SmackDown.
The Friday night SmackDown.
This will be the first time in like almost a decade that SmackDown will be on basic cable for people that don't have cable to watch Raw. And I can't wait to finally see NXT this Wednesday.
Well, actually, I'm going to cut you there, but this is the second time. Because remember, SmackDown was on.
It was on UPN back then.
Well, it was also on Sci-Fi, remember?
And don't forget CW.
Yeah.
And the question everybody is, what does future holds for 205 Live now that the show could be on the verge of canceling?
Yeah, well, Triple H had decided to cancel it, so he said that he's moving the cruiserweights to NXT.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was said.
Why
So
are
we
they?
don't know for sure if the show is going to be canceled for 205 Live.
Actually, it is. He already announced it.
Why are they shutting down 205 Live?
Because it's all about this money problem, bro.
That's messed up.
And he says it's not getting that popularity like NXT is.
I forget them. Huh.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be the end of this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't, give it a thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button if you like the content, and hit that notification bell right over there.